Welcome to Sportlink TV, and we're back in the Norfolk Broads, down towards the south of the Broads now though, for today's race. We're in Reedham for the second time this season for the Humpty Dumpty 10K. Why Humpty Dumpty? Well, sponsored by the brewery, and the brewery itself is named by certain trains that used to run along the line here at Reedham, carrying all sorts. They were apparently a bit top heavy and they looked like Humpty Dumpty. That's how they got the name. Yeah, popular sponsors of this race, a nice summer 10K. We're based at Reedham Village Hall today, and of course our last race before the start of the Olympic Games. So the 10,000 metres, a huge marquee event in the Games. Not sure we're going to be getting close to that long-standing 10K world record today, but definitely a keenly contested one out there. Let's get up to Race HQ and find out how the warm-up's going. Well, now we're up at the Village Hall. Now's probably as good a time as any to catch up with race director from Great Yarmouth and District Athletics Club, our hosts today, Pat Brightman. Morning, Pat.
Morning, Richard.
Perfect running conditions by the looks of it.
Excellent, yes. I think that's what brought out a lot of the entries yesterday.
I wasn't sure how to approach this. I know you had put out a little bit of appeal. Entries a couple of weeks ago were a little on the low side for this one, but that's turned around a bit, hasn't it?
Just slightly. It's been a crazy week. On Sunday night we had 350 entries, which isn't a viable number for this race to continue. And in the week we've had 150 entries, including 42 yesterday. Thankfully, we've got enough mementos for everybody.
That's always a bit of a gamble, isn't it? No, that's really good news. I don't know if it's something to do with the summer that we're having. It's unreliable weather. People aren't maybe willing to commit until they absolutely know what it's going to be like. Could that be it?
I think so. And John from Total Race Timing thought the same, that the weather prediction for today looked yesterday. People decided to enter at the last minute. So glad they are. Thank you very much. And thanks for the marshals, the extra marshals that volunteered too.
Thanks very much, Pat. Have a great race. Well, of course, as part of the Sportlink Grand Prix series, this race, the series, of course, is sponsored by Sportlink, the running shop run by runners for runners, just outside Norwich. Adi is the events manager for Sportlink and here at almost every race for us. Adi, I spoke to you at Wroxham a couple of weeks ago about the fact you were just about to release the Asics Super Blast. Yeah. Have you got any left?
I think we've got about 3 pairs left at the moment, but we're getting some more coming in. They're coming in all the time. They're selling like hotcakes. They really are a popular shoe. The thing you can do is always check our website. Everything is always up to date on our website and what sizes we've got as well. So if you keep a check on our website, everything should be on there.
Yes, of course, the Super Blast 2, because the first version of that was almost constantly sold out everywhere, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's pretty much the same with the second pair as well. Yeah, it's so popular. Yeah,
I'm quite sure. What about what else have you got coming out at the moment though?
We've had a new shoe come in, the Mizuno Wave Rider. That's an updated shoe. It's a good daily trainer. That's good if you're a heel striker as well, because it's got a little wave plate through the back. Hence it's called the Wave Rider, because you're riding the wave. It's got 13mm drop, so it's got quite a big drop on that. So if you're after a responsive daily trainer and you're a heel striker, that'll be the shoe for you.
And as usual, the best way to know, get them on your feet and try them on. Get down to Sportlink to have a go. Right, I need to get on with my warm-up, but we should probably speak to some runners before the race as well. Well, here in the Village Hall, where the prizes will be given out later on with Tara, who likely to be contesting one of these prizes later on.
Fingers crossed.
From Great Yarmouth and Great Yarmouth Road Runners.
Road Runners, yeah.
You are one of the most consistent runners out there. I see you virtually every race.
Yeah.
What is it that keeps you out here week on week?
I just think it's the vibe that you get from these races, the build-up, the training. It's like a little social community with the runners, and it's it's just such a good atmosphere. And I think that when you see you're getting results, it just keeps you motivated. And the races are just great. I just love them. Yeah, I'm really competitive, but at the same time, it's just good that you get to meet people, and it's just really, really good.
Well, just as we get closer to the start here, I'm with Bridget, who's getting ready for this one. Bridget, what a lovely day for running.
It is a lovely day. I like a bit of rain, but if it's not rainy, then as long as it's not too sunny, I'm happy.
Yeah, I'm just wondering if this cloud might burn off and I might need the sunscreen, but you are familiar with this race. It's got a bit of history with you and how you got started.
Yeah, it's only the second race that I ever ran back in 2019, because I didn't start running until just before my 50th birthday, and this was like the first local race that I did. So I hid at the back because I wasn't quite sure if I could run 10K, so I'm feeling more confident a few years later.
Have a great race today, Bridget. Thanks very much for joining us. Better start warming up then.
Here we go, the 14th edition of the Humpty Dumpty 10K. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! Sportlink TV.
Well, as runners continue to cross the line after the Humpty Dumpty 10K here at Reedham Village Hall, that was, in the end, the sun did come out a bit and it was pretty hot in places, and the nature of the course around here is there's plenty of quite long and drawn out, relatively challenging hills, but it is quite a nice run, and if you know how to eat up a hill, you can maintain a pretty good pace out there. Let's go and find out how some of the runners got on before we get to the prize giving. Well, here at the finish line, I've got the coffee and some of the finishers here. From Aylsham runners, we have got...
Adrian.
Sarah. Bex.
Bex, how did it go today?
Yeah, it didn't go as well as I hoped, but I really enjoyed sort of some of it, and the scenery was beautiful, but bit hilly.
Yeah, the sun came out a bit. I wasn't expecting that.
Sun came out a bit too much. That was very hot. And the headwind coming up that hill at the back. Oh, not good. But 8 minutes faster than Holt 10K.
Wow, 8 minutes.
I'll take that.
That's huge. Absolutely huge. How was it for you then?
Well, I had this sort of time in mind, but that went out the window after the first mile, so I gave up after that. Walked a few times, but yeah, I got round 50 minutes, so I'll take that.
Well, as cars make their way away from the site here at Reedham today, I've caught up with the winner of today's race, Nick Earl. Nick, welcome back to Norfolk. You don't always get back that regularly from, I believe it's Australia you live in now, isn't it?
Yeah, that's right. So I live in a place called Tasmania, which is in the southeast of Australia, and in Hobart, which is a similar size to Norwich. So I'm a Norwich boy born and bred, so it's nice to be in a town which is pretty similar. So I get back once a year, and this time it landed on the Humpty Dumpty 10K. So here I am, did parkrun yesterday, and here just to smash myself around a 10K today.
How was the race for you?
Yeah, it was. It's just forgotten though how undulating the Norfolk countryside is and twisty turny these little country lanes are. It's really pretty, but it's tough to run fast on these roads. But it's so much fun. And but I did nearly get hit by a tractor coming out, and I was just like, this is classic Norfolk.
Yep.
Yeah, brilliant.
Yep. And just before we get to the prize giving, here with a Norfolk sporting legend here and director of Sportlink, Rob Newman. What are you doing down here today? Not running?
No, I never ran, sadly, but my daughter ran in it, and she did okay. She's done a personal best, so it's really good. But like I say, been involved with Sportlink for a number of years now, and just wanted to turn out and just see sort of like the people running and whatever, like, and just it's just a fantastic event, basically.
Running long miles this time of year brings it all back to you, doesn't it?
Yeah, pre-season. Football teams are in pre-season now. It's all changed since my time. There's computers, there's chips on the bodies now. It's not face value that you're fit and you're not fit. So it's advanced so much in the past 20, 30 years and whatever. But like I say, the teams now will be involved in tough pre-seasons.
Strong running community in Norfolk, isn't there? It's nice to see them all coming together.
Yeah, like I say, there's about 500 runners have running this race today. So the volunteers have done a fantastic job again. I've been speaking to a few of them on and around the route today, and for them to give up their Sunday mornings to come and do this and to have the event sort of like with 500 people running in it shows that running is growing. And not that I'm biased and whatever, but Sportlink is for me the place to go for a one-on-one consultation. And they never ever discriminate against good runners, bad runners. They want everyone to go in there. And I think just to have a conversation with one of the shop people that work in there, and they all know their stuff, and they're all good runners themselves. But like I say, they don't discriminate against people that maybe, I don't want to, they're going to be sort of like too good for me. But it's never none of that in Sportlink. So go in there. If you haven't been in there and you want to take up running, and just to have a conversation and have a coffee with one of the workers there, I think it's a fantastic place to go.
So as the finish line gets cleared up over my shoulder, that's it for today and today's Humpty Dumpty 10K. The next race in the Sportlink Grand Prix series is just a week after this one, so it'll be a couple of days after this video comes out. The Flying 5K, hosted by Cultural Jaguars. I think entries are still open for that one, and there's still a few places left for the next one. The Friday after that, the Worsted 5 Miler, a really popular race in the calendar, that one. Yep, still a few races left in the Sportlink Grand Prix calendar for you to take part in as the season gets well into the second half. Thanks so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to Sportlink TV and hit the little bell to make sure you keep up to date with all the latest that are coming from the Sportlink Grand Prix series, but as well as the latest on all the drops in the shop, the latest shoes and gear for all your running needs. Get yourself down to Sportlink and subscribe to this channel to find out the latest they've got in store there. And it's of course run by runners for runners, and it's got everything you need for your training as we go through the summer. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget, perfect pace makes the perfect race.